say what they can't radio.
You can be anywhere in the world right now,
but you're here with us.
I am Renisa Rose.
Hey guys, it's your girl Amazing,
and welcome to the Personal Space Podcast.
Happy March. Happy Adasha's birthday month.
Happy Black Women's History Month. Spring is springing. When is it? Tomorrow?
The 21st, I thought spring sprungs.
No.
When is spring? Spring is the 21st. I don't know. I always thought it was like almost at the start of Aries season.
I think it may be tomorrow or Thursday.
When does...
Because spring is springing.
Spring start... The 20th.
When Thursday. Is that? Thursday. That's what I'm saying.
Close. Thursday at 5:01 a.m. is spring.
It's the spring equinox.
Yep.
Period. Retrograde. Is Mercury in retrograde? I think
we had a lunar eclipse. I thought Virgo was in retrograde.
Hey y'all.
It was trashy. Listen, that lunar eclipse.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. I saw pictures of it. I wasn't getting up at 2:30 in the morning when I had to be up at 4:30.
You know, I thought about it, but
my mom did too. She was like, I was gonna get up, and she was like, I said, heck no. I said, me too. Now, if it would have been at like 3:30, I think I would have got up because I got to be up at 4:30 anyway. Right. So, what's an hour?
What's an hour?
An hour would have hurt, but what's an hour?
But you know, I think it was cloudy.
So there wasn't clear visibility, but I feel like I could have went into an opening, so like I'd probably had to go down to the park or something.
Oh, that was my plan was to stand on my porch.
We wouldn't have seen it from the porch. We got way too many trees.
Well, so no, right outside of like if I'm standing on my porch where the moon sits, for the most part, the trees don't sit right there, so it's like a really clear opening.
To be honest, I saw pictures online. I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied. Very satisfied. I'm not really like a chaser of the moon. I'm very satisfied.
You know, the moon, I love it. I love the, y'all know, I love the moon. The sun, you can't really
I like water.
Sun. Okay, for me, it's the
crashing waves are so common.
Yeah, I love to sit and stare into the sky. Crashing
waves. I could just look. It's like infinite. You're just looking out. I will forget my thoughts and lose my, be present. I think that's the best time. Maybe because I'm a fire sign.
Maybe. That's how I feel about looking into the sky, like seeing the stars, especially if it's like a clear, like a dark, clear night and you can see the moon and the bright ass stars.
Take that. So one time, Little Mojo Jojo. The little guy.
Yes, yeah. Oh gosh, the little guy. Yes.
We went to the beach.
Why would she call him Little Mojo Jojo?
Why did I call him that? What was his name? I think his name might have been like Josiah or something. Yeah, Bridget. We make up names. Mojo Jojo was his name.
Oh, for sure.
But he was a little guy. He was a handsome little thing too.
Handsome little tyke.
He was young, so he already younger than me. I think he was a PK. So
okay,
they ain't got no behavior.
None.
I think he ditched me for a girl from the church. I'm not gonna hold you. He really did.
You know, sometimes you got to go with your people. You got to go with your people.
You also got to stay in your demographic. I ain't had no kid. He didn't have kids. He was he was substantially younger than me. You know, I go through stages where I be doing shit. I go with vibes. We had a good time.
It was a good vibe.
But we went to the beach one night. He was like,
"Oh yes, yes." It comes back. Wait a minute. There was the park. Was the park a thing?
I mean, I used to see him at night. Yeah, so I think he came up this way to go to the park one night. We went to like Johnson Park and just sat outside.
Okay, yes. And
then I went down because he lived in like Jackson.
Okay.
And then I met him. He was like, "Oh, this is private beach." You know, Jersey be having beaches in people's backyards, so you just pull up to somebody's front of the house and just walk to the opening.
Yeah.
He had a tent and everything. So I'm lying. We sat underneath the lifeguard.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah.
It was cool. He had like a little. He had done that before.
He was prepared.
I feel like if I really liked him, I'd have did it.
But did it on the beach? Like,
yeah.
That sounds messy.
Girl, he has done this before.
Okay, fair.
Not only that, and then he had like one of them little mesh laundry baskets to put your stuff in.
Period. Okay.
I'm telling you, he did this before. Like, it was not.
I love a man with a plan.
Listen, now he had a plan. Because when he came out with like this laundry basket, and I'm like. He had drinks. We had weed. Like, it was a real cute little
y'all
situation.
Was having it. That was.
But I remember he was talking to me, and I just didn't hear nothing he said because I was like, it was like looking out into the abyss. You got the dark sky meeting the sea, and the moon sat like perfectly in the middle.
And it was a clear night.
Oh my god,
it's the best. It's the sky for me.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's like infinite. It just continues to go. Like the water, the sky.
I hope PIA. Hey, Mojo Jojo.
Hey.
That was years ago. You know, I gotta sit down one day and like go through each year in my life. Like I've gotta like timestamp it with pictures to remember who I may have been fucking with at that time.
Yeah.
I got really good. Somebody gonna say they fucked with me, and I'd be like, I did.
Tell me some more.
Yo, I will block somebody out.
Yeah.
It's scary.
No, it's true.
I feel like
and my memory doesn't serve me well.
Mine neither, because some people played a major part. Some people just were ebbs and flows.
Yeah, no, I feel it. They flowed. Flowed right the fuck on.
That's it.
You know, I don't know. My memory as I'm getting older, like I remember things, but if it wasn't like a big something, I rely a lot on my sister to remind me of things. And she'll be like, remember when? And I'll be like, I was there. Well, tell me what happened. Yeah. And what I say? Yeah. I was there? What?
Sometimes I feel like it was a dream. That wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
I lived that. No, I'm serious. It's so crazy. I remember when we were in California, I said, I never want to be this person. Luckily, I never became that person. And we went out. It was me, my sister best friend at the time. And we were at the movies. And she ran down on this guy. And he was like, hey, it wasn't me. He didn't have no idea who she was.
Oh, that has happened to me so many times.
Girl, she slept with him.
Oh, no, that hasn't happened to me.
That ain't never happened to me, though.
Wait a minute. Let's scale it back. That never happened. Damn.
He was like, and I just remember the look, like the disappointment. Imagine. And we was young. We wasn't even 18 yet.
Damn.
So at this point, you slept with this man. He don't even remember you. How many about it? Like I was still on one hand at this point in life, you know?
Yeah.
And no judgment. I just said I never want to sleep with somebody and they don't remember who I am. Luckily for me, I have an lasting imprint on
Period.
These people. And
can't get rid of them.
Oh no, I can get rid of them. I know how to end the party.
I can get rid of them. I can completely but will they release me? Remember we talked about this, the releasing. I want to be released.
I feel like I am very intimidated. I remember when people say that about my mom, like they didn't know if they could say hello.
Okay.
I have encompassed, like people don't even know if it's safe to speak, so they don't.
Now that is fair. And
I just be like, I like it this way. Because if we don't speak, it's because something happened.
Right.
If something happened, I know it wasn't 100% on me, but the reaction was on me.
Right. How I handled you.
But the action was on you. So
my hands are so ashy. This is so ghetto.
I got my nails done. You like them?
Oh, they look cute.
She added the foil at the end. She was like, let's do foil. I said, these my birthday nails because I might go get another pair. I'm not going to hold you, but
I love it.
I like it. I was like, this ain't work appropriate and it's against the company policy guidelines, but here we are.
It's still it's subtle still.
Don't give a damn.
No, but I'm just saying it's very subtle.
Yeah, no, it's now if I had like one of these colors and it was protruding, I'd be like, "Well, girl, turn it down."
Yeah,
but it's cute. It's artsy. You know, I really like it. It's getting harder to find designs.
Which is why I just come with my same pink every time.
I can't do clear colors because sometimes I miss my appointments. Like this last time, it had been like 4.5 weeks, maybe 5.
Okay.
And when solid color grows out, it looks so. It looks very.
It's true.
Looks very trashy. Like you should just pop them holes off.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
I ain't got full set money. We just rambling.
Whatever.
I think I'm gonna have to sue Toyota.
Why
they let me hit my neck on a car like that? I'm really hurting right now. My whole so I had to take my car. First of all, let me back up. We went to Virginia, the kids and I, for indoor nationals. I got an All-American high jumper, y'all.
Period.
We go to Virginia. I left my car home. When I get back home, it don't start. I've been in this car game for a while. I knew it wasn't the alternator, the battery, or the starter. I've been here.
Right.
It was a fuel line that was backed up.
Okay.
Anyways, got it to start. It's been cool. I said, let me go get it flushed. I go to the place today. And I knew I needed struts because somebody rode in my front seat and was jumping up and down like, damn, you hitting every hole. Real dramatics. But I don't feel it because I'm driving and it was on the passenger side.
Right.
They come out and they was like, your struts are leaking. And I said, let me ask y'all something. How bad is this? It's been bad. I said, so when I came for the oil change last month, y'all ain't see this? It just happened. I said, so anyways, now I'm in a loaner car. The person before me in the loaner car must have been really short because they pumped the seat all the way up. When I went to sit in that car, I hit my head so hard on the fucking door.
Damn.
And that shit, I was like, oh.
Damn.
I felt it instantly. Now I got pain. I got to sue them.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Me versus Toyota. I can't believe they would betray me like that. And I've only ever bought Toyotas.
To your loyal customer. Toyota, you got to do better.
Please.
You got to do better. My life is a little crazy right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm moving. And I'm packing. Packing for yourself. When you got to pack yourself up, that's one thing, because, you just whatever. Packing myself and my child, and I've tried to have him, involved in the packing, but he wants to save every little thing. So we decided that he was just going to save, whatever stuffed animals, because, he's had them since he was little. He's got, sentimental value to him. Whatever, you can save that. And all his Nerf. Everything. And he's got heavy Nerf artillery.
Oh, we gonna need that. We gonna need that for the field day.
Period. It's a lot. I'm talking about he got a strap on the back.
Oh, we are for sure. We need this for the field day.
And he has one, it looked like, I don't really know what a Uzi looks like, but I feel like it's an Uzi. He's got one that has a tripod. You set it up on a fucking tripod.
Hey, you can fire?
Yes.
It's a silencer? Does he have one with a silencer? Oh.
Yo, it's really crazy. So we saved those things, which, so, and it's I kept telling him, because, this is daddy's baby. It's mommy's maybe at this point.
Wow.
I tell you have to come home, because I don't want to do this. If I do it, I'm getting rid of everything.
Yeah.
So you have to come home. So it's been a lot. So trying to pack up and move and all of that, it's just trying to find, my clothes are all packed up, and it's I don't want to ruffle around with the shit that's packed up. So trying to find clothes to wear has been a fucking nightmare. Y'all should see what I've been going to work in.
At least you going to work.
Well, that's true. I go to work every time.
Listen, there's a lot of people that don't go.
It's very true. And I just,
you show up.
They do. They do. They really are very happy. They be like, oh my God, you look so nice. Girl, I would never wear this. I'd be wearing outside clothes to work. I look like I'm going to a fucking dinner party and I'm going to work. Because at this point, I can really only fuck with the stuff that's hanging up, I'm going to work suited and booted. They be like, well, where are you going after work? Home. I'm going home. It's either I'm going to a dinner party or I got on leggings and a sweatshirt. It's no in between. It's no
a dinner party or a sports game.
That's it. That's really it. So it's been a fucking struggle. But I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. God is good.
All the time.
God is good. So that's it. That's all I got about that. But it's a mess, I will say. It's every day I wake up, I'm packing, I'm trying to clean, and it's the pandemic. The amount of shit I purchased in the pandemic.
I need to purge my shit too. You're encouraging me to go room by room and just be girl, you ain't touched this. Chuck it away.
The amount of shit, clothes, shoes, appliances.
Appliances, heavy on the appliances.
Heavy on the appliances.
It was on sale for real.
I have a George Foreman grill that looks like an outdoor grill. It's on a stand.
I remember that.
It's got to go.
I don't think we never got it quite to work right.
No, I did. But then it's the plug. Stop. The plug is too tricky. I said, I'm throwing this away. My sister goes, well, maybe you can get a new plug. I don't want to. It's got to go.
Somebody, when you put it on the curb, the trash man gonna come pick all of that
It's
up.
got to go.
Yeah.
So much shit. It's just got to go. So that's that.
Y'all send her some positive vibes.
Please.
Cash App her too.
Cash at me positive vibes, but send me some positive vibes for real. Because your girl is going through it. I got a couple days to finish it out, and we going away this weekend, so
yeah,
it's got to be done before we go away. And I got a nail appointment.
I got so much stuff to do.
I didn't make a hair appointment. That's why I got a ponytail. So
I still got to pay for me to go away and for my kids to stay. And I'm just
child. Kingston's, I don't know. And Kingston's sick right now. So, it's a fever up and down. I don't know. It's too much. Being a mom and really having to function in society, it's ghetto. Wouldn't trade it for the world, but it's ghetto.
You know how I feel about it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into these hot topics.
R.I.P. Miss Valletta Wallace.
Miss Valletta Wallace. So the notorious B.I.G. His mom passed away. She was, I think, 77.
Was she?
I think so, somewhere in there,
That's
late
young
70s.
though.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Was she sick?
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but it's so crazy when we say that's so young, because it is young. But it's like maybe 15 years ago, I would have never said 77 was young.
It's because we're closer to 77.
Yes. That is exactly why you hear somebody pass. It's like once they cross into 80, it's like, oh yeah, they lived a really good life.
53 to, was she 53 to 2025?
Come on, just pull up the calculator.
I'm trying to do the math. That puts you at 50, 2003, She was 75.
Okay.
75?
Yeah.
72?
She was in her 70s.
That's young.
See, that's what I'm
my
saying.
grandma barely made it to, she was 72. Girl, I did all that math to scroll down the math.
Wow.
Was right there.
It was right there.
Let me know I could count quick on my toes,
That's
though.
good. Love that for you.
Yeah, that's young. My grandma died at 69.
My grandmother passed very, very, very young and it was very tragic. It was really like what's the word?
Sudden?
It was sudden.
Traumatic?
It was also very traumatic, but it was like malpractice.
Oh.
Yeah, but then it's like my grandmother died in 86. She wasn't even 50 yet.
Oh. They don't care about black women.
They do not. So it was like it would for sure be a malpractice case today, but in 86, what did they really know? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, so I love grandmothers. I love to see people with their grandmothers because I didn't have one.
Wait, was she 78 or 72? Because the post says 78. The math says 72. Let me see what the obituary say, because us people from the islands be having 2 birthdays.
That is true.
That's very true. Let me look at the
I didn't know about second birthdays until my old roommate, her boyfriend was Nigerian, I think, and he had 2 birthdays.
Wait, real quick. That girl that Papoose fooling with is only 30. She beautiful girl. She looks really cute. Whoever styled her for this.
I'm just so happy she came across a stylist.
She looks really good, but 30?
That's too young to be wrapped up. Y'all gotta leave these married people alone.
That's too young to look that old.
Well, I mean, she's a boxer. Not that she looks... Okay, I don't want to say...
She carries herself old. She don't come across as, like, young.
It's because the way she dresses.
It's probably that, but baby, whoever did this, they did that.
I feel like in that instance, so this is... Papoose is married to Remy Ma.
Yes.
They're estranged at this point. They're separated. And she was, they was tussling on the internet and shit.
I was there for all of it.
And I just feel like you gotta leave married people alone until they just get the shit going. Once y'all split, holla at me.
You gotta literally tell yourself this out loud before you make the decision. I am so-and-so's husband's girlfriend.
Right.
And then if that feels okay to you, by all means,
yeah,
go ahead. Or maybe figure out why that feels good to you. But if it should, when you say it out loud, I am Remy's husband's girlfriend. Because you can't forget that you can't be his girlfriend without forgetting that she's his wife.
Right.
Without remembering she's his wife. So I'm sorry, that was like a weird tangent, but I'm really happy that she looks crazy.
It's really true. I just feel like especially because it's super new, right? The public split is very new. And it's
probably not even new. They just let us in our business. It just came to a head. Right. It's probably not even new. It just probably came to a head, and now it's like it can't be new because she was with that man Christmas last year.
Remember that picture in front of the Christmas tree? Never forget. It's crazy. I try not to get into married people's business.
They both got a type. Listen, I remember this one guy. Met him during the pandemic. He when I used to work out a lot, he would come around, and I already knew the vibe, but I also knew he was very married. To this day, he'll every couple of months he'll swing back around and be like, "Hey, what's up? Still married?"
Okay, still married.
And even if he wasn't married, at this point, if he were to come to me and be like, "I'm divorced now," I still wouldn't fuck with it because I see a type. You ready to set up shop before the other shop closed, and you don't. No, thank you.
I'd rather not be involved in that.
Focus on yourself, King. But back to Valletta Wallace, R.I.P.
Yes,
R.I.P.
it was not funny, haha, funny, but I saw Faith Evans had posted like her, memories or whatever, and it was super heartfelt. Faith Evans and Biggie, they got a kid. But then today I came across Little Kim's post, and it just kind of made me chuckle a little bit. I feel like of course they came to terms and they had their grown-up conversation and understanding, because of course it was the man's fault, because it's always the man's fault.
Yeah.
And it just made me chuckle, because it was like, oh, she made a heartfelt post, I'm gonna make an even bigger heartfelt post. And
Like they still going tit for tat.
I'm sure that's not what it was.
She would send me pictures of her garden. Girl, I don't give a damn.
Biggie been going for years.
Yo, whatever happened to his daughter and the daughter baby daddy that killed the people?
And he went and used her car in a high-speed chase or something like that?
Some shit, like she posted his bail, it was like $1 million.
Child.
They don't talk about him. They still together.
I don't know.
I just don't think she got the best features of both of her parents.
Sometimes that happens.
Good D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son.
R.I.P. Oh, Angie Stone passing. I was in the shower yesterday or maybe the day before. And when you're in the shower, it's just nothing but quiet time. It's just all your thoughts.
Random thought, nobody. Damn, she really went on the glory.
Yes, I was thinking about that. The Sprinter accident. And to be the only one who died in the accident is very crazy.
The reverse happened to my grandmother.
What you mean?
So my dad tells this story. He said he gonna sell it to Unsolved Mysteries. So my grandma was working. I think at this time they're still in Dominica. I don't think they're in Antigua. They're in Dominica. She was working as a housekeeper for this hotel. It was like an affluent white man who had ties to Africa, and he owned the hotel. But the people that was working there was stealing from him.
Damn.
My dad said it was 7 people in the car. My aunt was 7 people in the car. They was packed in. My grandma was in the middle. She was pregnant with my aunt. 6 people perished in the car accident. Like one person drowned in like a foot of water.
Oh gosh.
Like weird shit.
Yeah.
Roots.
Yeah. Roots.
And so when I heard like the accident with Angie, I'm like, did somebody put root on her? Because how nobody else was hurt? The car flipped over and got hit by an 18-wheeler.
That's fucking crazy.
And you're the only, and it's a Sprinter. So were you driving? If the driver didn't even get hurt, were you sitting in the passenger seat?
So wait, nobody else was hurt?
I don't think so. I think like not crazy critical. Right. They're alive.
Jesus Christ.
So then I'd be thinking like, she started talking about how she don't got none of her publishing, and I don't get into Hollywood. It's an unsafe space.
It is a very unsafe space. I just
Yo, she really went from performing at a show. Like, I felt bad for her daughter. Her daughter's post, I was like, I can't read this shit. I'm rushing to there, and it's like, damn, my mom is gone, and it's like, I can't find the words. I cannot find the words.
Yeah, that is really sad. Wait, did you see Kiki Wyatt? Kiki Wyatt is saying his eye is on the sparrow. Let me tell you something.
At the funeral, that girl can sing.
She know how to sing and make a baby.
Oh my God. And she just...
And you know how sometimes, like, when people have children, like, it changes your voice. I don't know.
It did. It brought her down a couple of octaves, but she was already super high.
Yeah.
So she did lose a couple of octaves, but what's a couple of octaves when you already at the top?
That's true. She is a singer.
She is a consistent singer.
Yeah, she is.
Because I feel like a lot of, like, look at Mariah Carey. I don't think she could ever hit the notes. Even Whitney, like, because her dibbling dabbling, like how they live their life. But Kiki got, her vocal cords is it's right up there with the gospel singers.
Yeah.
And Patty.
Patty.
Patty stayed at my job and cussed them people out.
Good for her. Good for her.
She never stayed in there. She never stayed again.
She cussed them down.
They didn't handle her right. It was wild.
I mean, I support that. So sometimes you gotta cuss people the fuck out because people don't understand the grace that you extend to them and how you try to handle them, and they just spit in your face. And so you have to take them to the lowest of the lowest place for them to understand you cannot fucking play with me. You cannot play with me. So
I subscribe to this, but my therapist told me it was very petty.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it. But I don't stoop that low. You know how much energy it takes to take somebody to hell with you?
Yeah, no, it's true. I feel like I haven't had to curse nobody out in a very long time because, it takes a lot of energy, but oh baby, when it goes, let me see. When was the last time I had to cuss somebody out? It's been a long time, but I'm telling you, when it go to, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there. All right, what we got? What's next?
Yo, so first of all, there's like, Kanye, I hate when he gets into his mania because it's very apparent. Like, I'm not a psychologist, but I have a lot of friends that work in the mental health field, and you know what the manic side of bipolar looks like. And oftentimes, that's the only time we hear from Kanye West is when it's like mania. And now it's at this point, him and Kim are fighting over Northwest being featured on a Diddy song. I'm concerned, sir. Like,
Yeah.
why you want your daughter? First of all, I don't think Diddy is her demographic.
No.
That's one. Two, he got a lot going on right now.
He does. Whether it's true or not, he still has a lot going on. And why would you want your baby to be mixed into that shit?
First of all, what we do know is true. He beat that girl up on camera.
Not that we do know.
We seen that. We seen it. We did seen it.
Yeah. So why would you want your baby to be mixed into that shit? But then I think that Kanye, and it sucks because I love me some Ye. Love me some Ye. But I think that in his manic episodes, right, he likes to be attached to who's hot, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I think Charlamagne had said something about it. It's like when somebody's hot and they're on top, that's the person he like picks at. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got big beef with K-Dot right now. It's very one-sided. Yeah,
it's like nobody. And it's like the people that be talking in your DMs to themselves, going off. And it's like, all right.
Yeah. And so he's K-Dot is hot right now. It's his time. I mean, it's always K-Dot's time. But right now
it's his time.
Yeah. Right? And so he's like, I don't fuck with Kendrick Lamar. I don't like him. And it's just like...
It's like nobody.
But on... I can't remember the name of the album. It's the orange one. No More Parties in LA is a fire ass song. And it's like, that's one of the best songs on the album. And guess who came with the hottest verse? Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth did. So it's like, you don't like him now? But No More Parties in LA.
First of all, it's like, y'all do know something wrong with his brain. Ain't nothing that he's saying worth anything right now. Like, you gotta read between the lines. It's like, nobody. Okay, Kanye.
All right, you got it. You got it, big dog. What happened?
I was thinking, this just random thought. So Dr. Umar, right?
Wait, did you see that daughter that came out to speak about?
But did you see him give his daughter's mother until March 29th to let him see his daughter, or he gonna expose her? Dr. Umar, go to court. Your first baby mama don't fuck with you. Why you got two baby mamas and you preaching all this pro-black, pro-family? What happened to your family, sir?
What happened?
You know, something about him. I couldn't stomach him like Derek Jackson. I never could. I would just look and be like, he ain't sit right in my spirit. I knew he was moving foul. So you got two baby mothers and they both don't let you see your kid. Are they the problem?
I don't know, Dr. Umar. What's happening, brother?
Umar. I'm not even gonna call him doctor no more.
I mean,
Umar.
he is a doctor. I mean,
I don't care. I don't care. Umar. The fuck? The fuck? You out here, it's everybody else's fault but yours. I hate when I see a man. You got platform, you got celebrity, and you not out here rooting. You can't see your kid and you not advocating for that. Go to court. Like, remember that one, was it a rapper? What's the boy, his baby mama kidnapped the baby?
Trader True.
Yeah, he got his baby back.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't fucking around.
Yeah, he did.
But if you really wanted to, you would. That's the example of it. If you wanted to, you would. This lady took this kid. First of all, he got his ducks in a row to where the baby is his baby. Like, that's my baby. I'm keeping her. Kidnapped. Okay, he went to the police and then he used his platform to get his child.
Right.
So if you want to see,
she had took her to Mexico or something.
I think something weird shit.
Yeah.
Like.
Something crazy. I don't know.
He didn't bash the lady.
Nope.
He didn't talk shit.
Sure did.
He said, "This is my child. I have not seen her since this day. Where my baby at?" But y'all, it's just I hate it. My baby mama won't let me see my kid ass nigga. I just hate it. I do. I really do.
You know, and sometimes, in some instances, some women do get spiteful and nasty, and they do use the child as a pawn in the situation. And we're not speaking on those women because those women that use the baby as the pawn, is, for me, they're equivalent to deadbeat dads.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel like those men, I'm praying for y'all. I pray a good lawyer come y'all way and y'all get full custody. But the rest of y'all, the Umars of the world, please. That was so off tangent, but it was on my heart and spirit because I was up till 1:30 this morning scrolling.
You were doom scrolling?
I like watching haircut videos. That's probably why I decided to trim my hair today. It's so satisfying. And it just be like, that was a good cut. Or like when it be breakage in the middle of the hair right there and they still figure out how to save it and make it look not too scallywaggish. I just like, and then the waxing video.
Oh, I do love waxing videos.
You watch Waxing Queen? She tries different waxes. Like different colors. She'll mix the colors and stuff. But then some of her, like she uses cream-based waxes and liquid. And then she'll mix them together.
Oh, I never saw her.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Okay. Let me see. When I
do a little stagger dagger. That's her line.
When I doom scroll, what the fuck do I watch when I doom scroll? I don't even know. Oh, I watch cat videos. I am obsessed with cats.
What?
I love cats.
I hate them niggas.
Oh my God, I love cats so much. I saw this meme that said, you know why I love cats? Because when they don't understand some shit, they slap the shit out of you. And it's, I too can relate to that little feline. I can. I love them. I want a cat so bad. I'm very allergic to them, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I do. I really want a cat because they're just so cute and they just so like, they're chill. They mind their fucking business. They don't bother you unless you fuck with them.
Scratch up all your shit.
No, they only do that. I mean, well, some do, but not all. We used to have a cat. He didn't scratch up our furniture or nothing like that.
Because he was a black cat. Y'all probably beat him. He probably did when y'all was in the beginning. You probably didn't remember it.
No, so no, he didn't.
Never.
He didn't. He didn't do any of that. He was a good cat. He really was a good cat. His name was Forrest.
Like what? He had a lazy eye.
And he was really a she, and we didn't know that he was a she. It was just
you
a lot.
A transgender cat. Remember my guinea pigs?
Yo. Yeah, so he was our cat for a long time, and then we had to get rid of him.
Aww.
It was I was crying, but then it was like we were taking him to the shelter, and because we couldn't keep him, and we had him in a box, and he didn't like to be outside, and so when we were taking him inside, he jumped out the box and he ran, and I was like calling him to come back, and he would stop and turn around and like he was cussing us the
He was
fuck
like, I know where y'all niggas is taking me. I'm not going down without a fight.
And he did. He went on. He never came back.
Oh, he
never came back. I'm about to cry.
He said he can do bad all. Oh, please don't cry. He can do bad all on his own. Y'all niggas, y'all let him run off into the street.
It was so. He ran off in a field. It's not funny.
It's not.
I'm about to cry.
Please don't cry. Forrest! Forrest, come back!
That's exactly how it went. Oh my God. Ooh. It was so bad, and I was crying so hard.
Forrest ran away. Y'all was playing in Forrest's face. That's what happened. Y'all
yo.
First of all, what kind of box are we talking about? Y'all could, please,
it was so devastating.
Please, what kind of box did y'all put Forrest in?
It was just a regular box.
Like a moving box?
Yes.
Like a Costco? Like y'all went to Costco and got a box? That's what y'all get. Because what the fuck?
It had a top on it.
Like, I just got fired from my job. I'm packing up my desk box.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, it was so
filing box?
devastating.
How big was Felix? Forrest?
He wasn't big. Like, he was a very, he was super lean. Like, he was, like, really lean. Like, he was not an old cat. But he wasn't, like, a kitten or nothing. Yo.
He wasn't Garfield?
No.
But y'all really put him in a box. Like a moving thing like that big in a box.
Then he hopped
Tell
out.
me you wanted him to run away without telling me you wanted him to run away.
The shit was devastating. I was crying so hard. Like, please
what
come
your mama
back.
say?
She was crying too.
Oh my God. Oh,
But it was funny. We was laughing and crying at the same time.
he said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
Fuck y'all.
Forrest said, first of all, y'all misgendered her.
Yo.
Y'all been calling her by some man's name her whole life, and now y'all try to put her in a shelter.
Because
Free Farina.
we had so we knew the people at the shelter, so we had already like set up like an adoption and all of that shit. Like she wasn't gonna be euthanized.
Okay, well that's fair.
You know, she wasn't gonna be euthanized, but then like she got the fuck low on us, so then we had to go in and tell them that she ran away. She that we thought was a he. And we didn't find out because we took her to go get her shots. And we put that it was a male. They were like, I hate to break it to you, but this is a lady.
Fuck it, Forrest.
Oh my God.
I hope Forrest made it out. All
I
right.
hope so too.
I hope that she was the leader of the street gang.
I believe she was. She didn't play too many games. She was so cute.
Wow.
I know. So I have to get
something new about you every day.
I know. I forgot. You know, that was like a core memory unlocked.
You got call Auntie and tell her.
I'm gonna call her like, Mommy, remember when she ran away? And I don't know. That shit crazy. So I'm gonna get a cat. I don't know when. But I'm gonna get a cat because I really want one. I want one with like the long hair. Like the really cute, fluffy one. I'm gonna get a boy. I'm gonna name him Jabarkis.
I just want Jabarkis. That's like that one cat. It was the cat. Did you send that video when a man cocked back his gun and the cat came out?
Yes.
Like, who all over there? Like he about to run down on somebody.
I don't know.
His
Love
name
cat.
was probably Jabarkis too. It
Yo.
was some ethnic shit.
Yeah, it was. It was beyond. It was really crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Anyways, let's just get personal.
I was about to say, you want to just get personal at this point?
Let's get personal.
You know, as we enter into Women's History Month, Black Women's History Month, why not break down the best Black women movie? I don't know. I feel like it's the best Black woman. How the fuck am I saying? I feel like it was a really good woman, sisterhood,
Right.
everything. I feel like it really encompassed a lot of the experiences we still face to this day.
Absolutely. I think that so we're talking about Waiting to Exhale, of course. I think that when I watched it as a young girl, it was just a good ass movie. But then like when you watch it now as an adult, you understand
Can I tell
so much of it.
I watched Waiting to Exhale by mistake. My mom was really, she's still super Christian, so I wasn't supposed to be watching it. So I saw bits and pieces, and like, of course, everybody was talking about it at school. I watched Waiting to Exhale for real a few weeks after me and the kid's dad broke up.
Oh, bitch! I know you was in there crying. You was angry. You was everything.
I ain't never cried like that. You know, I'm a crier. But I cried because I felt it, and it was just like, But then I watched it again maybe a few years ago, like in the midst of my singleness, and I was like, yeah.
You know, I Waiting to Exhale is like one of the movies I watch often because you know I got anxiety, so I have to watch things that I can that feel comfortable to me, and so it's a movie that I watch often. So I watch that often. I watch like Love Jones, Brown Sugar, like The Wood, like those movies. They're familiar and they feel good. But Waiting to Exhale is something that is just like, oh my Lanta.
Yeah.
Oh my Lanta. So it was Angela Bassett, Whitney Houston, Loretta Devine, Leela Rashawn. So those were the four main characters.
I used to mix her up with Robin Givens all the time.
That's fair. Bernadine, which is of
Angela
course
Bassett,
Angela
right?
Bassett. She had that. She lit all that nigga shit on fire.
And
She
walked away.
She sold everything for $1. You know, everything must go sell. Whitney Houston, she was like super single, just trying to figure it out.
Savannah.
That's a good man, Savannah.
Not only, but like, okay. Not only was she super single, but you have this woman who's very successful because I believe she relocated for work.
Yes.
Right? So
They live
now
in Arizona.
You're chasing career. And it's like, because you didn't settle down and become a housewife, now you're single because you focused on your career and you are now being forced to settle for this married man because he's a good man, Savannah.
I know. Why would her mama tell her that?
I ain't fuck with that State Farm ma'am to this day. Some people just made me dislike them.
Just overall.
Just based on the character they played.
No,
That's some
true.
good acting. So we found this meme. Well, I didn't find it. Renisa found it, but we are going to talk about it tonight because it's good.
So her name is at Chef Beans. Shout out to Chef Beans because
You
a
asked
good
a
job.
really tough question.
Yeah. So the first slide it says so in the movie classically known for the infamous scene of Bernadine setting her soon to be ex-husband's clothes on fire in his car, it wasn't the only thing that exploded.
There's a heavy depiction of loneliness and how women can constantly say yes to things that say no to them.
So that was now I want to call her Robin Givens, but that's not her name.
What was her name in the movie?
I'm about to tell you right now. Robin. Oh, it was Robin. So she was fine. She was, she was the it girl. And so, she's dating the guy. Remember he was doing the coke? Remember she went with Leon. So Leon is who she really wanted to be with. I don't know his name.
Leon, I think he had a baby mama. He was with his... Honestly, what Robin wanted, and if you look deep into it, she wanted a family. And I don't think it mattered who gave it to her.
Because remember the man from the job?
That promised her all that shit and then played in her face?
And he was.
And this is why you don't
nasty.
date outside your preference. Do you understand me? This when I be telling people, nah, it's not. I'm not fucking with no short guy. People be mad because I'm honing on that. I said, how many times have we went against our preference and been pissed off? And the first thing you think about is, I shouldn't have. You're not even my type. You're not even my type.
And then when it comes to your type, right? Because sometimes you stick to your type, and your type be completely wrong for you, right?
And I understand that.
Right. So it's like she decided she was gonna date let me date outside of what I'm normally accustomed to. Oh, he was so
and
gross.
experienced the same shit and gave her whack sex. If you're gonna, girl,
the wax sex.
like I said, stick to at least what you feel good about looking at.
Right.
What else? Oh, this was a good one too. Sometimes single mothers put the responsibilities on their sons to be the man of the house in the absence of their fathers.
And that is not even okay.
To be honest, I feel like that responsibility is placed on the firstborn daughter, but hey, we're not going to get into that.
But I mean, if your child is if your only child is a
boy, that's
right.
different. But I also feel like, to me, the responsibility of taking care of the household is placed on the first daughter.
Right.
The responsibility of having somebody who gives a damn about you is placed on the son.
About you as a mother or as a woman?
Period.
Okay.
Because if you look at these moms that haven't moved on or aren't with the dads or don't have a life outside of being kids, it'll be like, you don't call me. Why don't we go hang out? And that's where you get and then you have the sons that are like, my mom. Because now they have he loved his mother, but
it's that weird relationship. Yo, I'm okay because I am a boy mom, right? And so it's I love my son. My son is not my man. You know what I'm saying? And it's those things, that shit happens so early.
It'll be look at my son, ain't he fine? Ew.
That is fucking disgusting.
No.
That is gross.
He look all right.
He's a handsome man.
Yeah, but it's very cringy. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that's only in our community. I don't know, because I also feel like that mother-son relationship extends across all women experiencing.
Absolutely.
And honestly, here's the gag is, I think for white women, the moms who are still married are the ones that are like that with their sons, because the husband, for white people, they stay
in the
marriage.
Right.
He don't like you, you don't like him, y'all probably sleep in separate beds. So your son is now your world, because now you got this guy that actually dotes on you, loves you.
Gross.
In a way your husband don't. That's what I've observed. But yeah, I don't know. You remember that time that Juju cried because he thought he had to be the man of the house? I cracked up. I'm sorry. It took I was like, who told you that? He's like, my baby came to me stressing. I gotta be the man of the house. Who said that? It was Juju go to bed. He come in sobbing. What the fuck? Who said that? No, thank you.
That's also a responsibility that I don't want to put on my son, because you are my child.
Yeah.
I am here to protect you and to look out for you and
Yeah.
to set you up so that when you go out into the world and you have your own wife and children, that you can function correctly in this space.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be my man. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm gonna get my own man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, let's see what else. But you know what this movie also taught me, or what I gained from this movie, was sisterhood.
Yeah.
You know, like when shit got thick for each woman, everyone showed up for them. You know, so like when Bernadine, that's the one that was going through the
Bernie, yeah.
Bernie. They showed up for her. They took her out dancing. You know, they went to Savannah went to court with her. You know, all of these things, like they really did show up for her. And I think that is so important, because it's like we need that.
I think that people capitalize on dysfunction in women relationships, and especially now when we have the rise of like the Real Housewives of everybody.
Child.
There's always some drama, but it's like, bro, we are so much more than that. And I don't know about you, but I don't fight with my friends.
No,
I don't fight with my friends. Like,
no.
I don't experience that. That's not our true experience as Black women.
Right.
It's not.
No, it's so very true. I say that too. Like, we're humans, so we have disagreements and we have, like, you know, things where we're different. But overall, if I have to beef with you, like if we have to fucking feud, we can't be.
Yup.
We just cannot be.
Yo, this is on the rise, and I'm not judging. I'm just gonna pray everybody through their situation. But women settling for the temporary satisfaction with married men in exchange for false reality of companionship. Reassurance can provide the comfort of a weighted blanket, even if it's an illusion. There are
not on the rise.
of,
it's happening. It's been happening.
or maybe it's been happening, but I also feel like I see a lot of women that are our peers, and it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you've lost hope on your person, that you're just like, okay, well, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna be my turn, so I'm gonna just stay over here. It makes me sad.
Yeah. No, it is. It is it's a very how can I say? It's super disheartening, right?
Yeah.
And it's like damn, your person is not that lady's husband.
No,
It's just not.
And just for the sake of arguments, if it is, like, say y'all really do kick it, I don't think God will put you in no mess. Like, that situation would have to be, he would have to not play about you enough to end that shit over there, get himself together, and come to you correctly.
Right.
Like, I wish that for everybody. So, damn. And you know, we see in a movie, you got Savannah's mom telling her, like, it's okay, just, he's a good mom. I ain't never gonna say that.
Ever.
So I never have to worry about that. But there's a lot of moms that'll just be like, all right, it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Take
that'll
it or
give
leave
you
it.
some shitty advice. You know, I had a friend and her mom had given her some advice about her relationship. And I just said, you know, you can't tell nobody nothing about their mom, right? And she gave her some really piss poor advice about her relationship. And I said, I don't know, friend. I don't know.
This ain't what you want.
I don't know that, you know, that's your mom, and you don't think that your mom will steer you wrong, of course. But it's like, it'd be like somebody operating, it'd be like PTSD versus PTSD. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, from this was my experience. So girl, I do what you do this, and you just do it and you hope that it works out. But then it didn't work out, and it just, everything went to shit. And in my back of my mind, I said, well, girl, I had told you I didn't think that was a good idea. But, you know, I'm not here
I ain't
to
better go against your mama.
No. You know, so.
But then you gotta look at your mama relationship status.
Yeah, exactly. And so those are things, right? It's like, okay, you look at, when someone gives you advice, whether it be your mom, your aunt, your cousin, your homegirl, or whatever, right? You have to take that sometimes with a grain of salt, right? Because you take, especially when it comes to like relationship advice. And now we're not talking like somebody whooping your ass and knocking your head into the wall.
No.
We're not talking about that. But just relationship shit, right? You kind of have to look at what their relationship status is and what they've experienced and what they've put up with, or all of these things. And you then have to say, is this person giving me advice based on their traumas? and based on like what they've experienced, or is it true?
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, just yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's
But
like,
that's in everything.
absolutely.
Like, you gonna take business advice from a motherfucker who ain't got a successful business?
No.
Do you not think a relationship is just that?
It is just that.
I mean, I don't know. Who am I?
What do I know? But then it's like, okay, so it's like, well, yeah, maybe I'm not in a relationship right now, but I've been in relationships, and it's like, okay, this is what worked for me and this is what didn't work for me. And it's like, I like to, like, if somebody comes to me for something, I'll tell them like, well, this was my experience, but I don't know though. I don't know. But
I know
that's
for
just
me, I'm just looking at it like, you know, I like to play devil's advocate. I
Mm-hmm.
be saying shit, you know, I should have went into life coaching because I really do be dropping gems. I don't take them, but I drop them. I'm putting down. Are you picking up? I don't know. I ain't got the answer, Sway. Another thing that was in the thread, it said the common theme is that Black women are expected to settle and see wherever you land, even if it means sharing with someone else. A lot of things can build up, but how does one release when things get too heavy?
That was me.
And then the best moment was, I question if the title Waiting to Exhale is a sign of foreshadowing that may never come.
There comes a point when
When we
you
gonna exhale?
listen.
Maybe we're exhaling through situations. Maybe exhaling isn't in totality of like everything. Maybe it's different seasons. Like, you exhale through the seasons, but there's still, you're still on a continuous journey to exhale.
You know, and I feel like that's just life, period. That's really just life, because it's like how, you know, we crack jokes. It's like every day is something. Every time I turn around is something. It's always something, but that's just life.
I stopped turning around.
You just got to keep walking straight. Don't even look back, you know, but it really is always something. So it is, like you said, maybe we are exhaling through each situation, through each thing that we experience, through each thing. It's,
You know, I think the
breathe.
most important thing I feel like I want my sister girls to remember is like, choose yourself. Like,
absolutely.
I always tell people, God will not give you a desire in your heart if it's not something that's possible. But make sure that this desire is of God, because sometimes, you know,
It don't align. If it
sometimes
doesn't
we do
align,
weird shit. We
that's
desire
true.
weird shit. Like, you'll desire somebody's husband. Like, that's not of God. I'm talking about the passion, certain
Right.
things like that nagging feeling like you want to achieve this or do
Right.
this or have this. It's possible. It's possible. And
It
not
is.
material things, but
No.
like, it's possible.
That is very true.
But why would he put you in a situation that is messy or not fulfilling, or it's like we see such small for ourselves, and he has something that's so much bigger.
So much
You know, I'm
bigger.
not super preachy, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna get a little coupe, and he over here, he wants you in a G-Wagon. Like, you know,
Think big. You gotta think big, bitch.
or just think with faith.
That's
think
true.
with
You gotta
faith.
have faith. Gotta have faith.
Think with faith. But
Yeah.
yeah, and exhale, because, you know,
You gotta breathe. You don't exhale, you can pass out. You have to breathe. You gotta breathe through it. You know, and take it all in stride.
that's it.
That's it. Like, you just take it all in stride. And also, you have to choose you. I always say this. It's like, women, we have to choose us, because men, they choose themselves every single time.
Well,
They do.
you got to also understand, you'll be no good to nobody around you if you're not good. So in choosing yourself, it's
Choose
not being
you.
selfish. It's not being an asshole. It's just us stopping to overextend so that we don't burn out. We don't exhaust our people. Will use us until we're dry, and then move on to the next person to use until they dry. So keep your cup, like, water your garden, water yourself, whatever that looks like, whatever that is, just pour into you, love on you, do what's good for you.
Absolutely.
And that's everything else will follow.
And that's that on that. So tell the people where they can find you.
I can be found on Instagram at _amazing_.
And I am at Renisa Rose. I'm not spelling nothing. And together we are at
The Personal Space Podcast.
Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.